We got the first row of hubs and struts completed today. Currently, we're at row 3. Today, we are going to finish row 7, which is the top of the dome.
Welcome back to GeoJourney episode 7. Last time, you watched the foundation get poured and the first anchor hub set. Today is the moment it starts to feel real. You're gonna watch Amma One have its entire frame go up in just a matter of a few days. Keep watching, because after our install update, you're gonna hear from Morgan, our co-founder here at Geoship and Chief Visionary Officer. He's gonna share with you where our next 7 domes are gonna be landing, and additionally, talk about our Golden 108 program. All right, let's head to the install site.
So, today we started with anchor hubs. For the anchor hubs, we laid them all out on the footing, we put them over the bolts, we leveled them, and then we tightened them down to the foundation. So once the hubs are bolted down, we're ready to install the struts. So the first thing we did was to create triangles. So we started with one strut that was bolted temporarily in place, got the second strut bolted in place, and then we installed a hub. Once we had 2 sets of triangles together, then we could install the horizontal piece that you see here and create a complete triangle. We have these oval-shaped openings that allow us to make adjustments with the struts and the hubs. But the first thing we want to do is put in these temporary bolts. Once we've aligned and checked all the angles and checked the level of the triangle, then we'll come back and we'll replace these with huck bolts, and those will be the permanent bolts that support the structure.
This is the hydraulic swage tool that we're using to fasten all of these bolts on the struts and hubs. It uses 7,700 pounds of PSI to compress that collar onto the bolt and make sure that we get the 500 years of longevity for this structure.
All right, so we're installing the 3rd row, and as you can see, there are large triangles and small triangles. For the first 2 rows, they're all even. It allows us to attach our interstitial floor to these hubs here that have the knife plates. For the 3rd row, we have small triangles and large triangles. The larger triangles are hexagons, the smaller triangles are pentagons. So you'll see that as we continue up into each subsequent layer. Today, we are going to finish row 7, which is the top of the dome. We have completed all the struts and hubs, which make up the frame of the dome, for rows 1 through 6. The last part is the very top of the dome, which is 5 struts and 1 hub. So here we are at the top of the dome. The hub will sit right in the middle of the dome, and the struts will connect to that central hub. Once this is finished, then the frame is complete, and we can start installing the panels. Completing this frame is an amazing milestone for Geoship. What it proves is that all of our design work, engineering, and planning is actually bringing this dome into reality. It also shows that we are delivery ready and can start shipping these in California. The final hub has been installed. The 5 struts are now attached, and the frame is complete. Our team has been working really hard to finish this frame. All the design work, the engineering, the planning that we have done, it's an amazing moment.
So welcome to Unity Ridge. It's our first Geoship community. We're just outside of Nevada City on a beautiful ridge. It's about 5 minutes to town. There's 7 lots. They're about 2 acres each. Just beautiful natural light and views of the Sierras. And Unity Ridge is really meant to be a proving ground for a new normal of housing, which is regenerative community architecture, where people participate in creating the neighborhoods of the future, where they're built based on the principles of permaculture, so they're aligned with nature and with the earth. They're built on the principles of placemaking to actually create places that foster belonging, and really introducing a coordination layer for housing. This coordination layer is what happened in commerce and in travel and in transportation, and next it will happen in housing. It's really bringing people, land, and capital together to build the communities of the future. Unity Ridge is also the first community that will be part of our Golden 108 program, which is the Geoship's early adopter program. So the first 50 or so Geoship homes will be built right around here in Nevada City. Unity Ridge is one community. There's a couple of other communities that we'll announce soon. And one of the exciting aspects here too is that it's the first non-rectilinear housing community in the whole country. Believe it or not, 100% of every neighborhood in the United States is rectilinear structures. So this will be the first community that is based on the circle, and really the beginning of a whole new model of how human communities can live more in harmony with the earth in structures that are aligned with our sense of balance and proportion, and really are designed to reconnect us to one another and to the natural world. Part of the Golden 108 is also to do this in other locations. There are certain regions where there's really strong demand for this kind of living, and the Golden 108 will be some of the early installations in those regions that create the network effects. The value increases as the network grows. That's a really powerful principle, like what Amazon built for commerce and Airbnb built for travel, and Uber really introduced for transportation. It's really inevitable that that coordination layer gets applied to housing, and that's what we're doing at Geoship.
We love bringing you behind the scenes on the progress of our first Amma Dome and soon our first geodesic community. Drop us a line below. Where would you build your first dome? The forest, the mountains, desert, the coast? We look forward to showing you what's next. So stay tuned, stay well, and if you want to keep in the loop on our next release, make sure you're subscribed. Ciao!